G'day YSSY, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. I'm at Sydney International Terminal 1 and today I'm flying Bamboo Airways inaugural flight from Sydney to Ho Chi Minh. It's also their inaugural non-charter from Australia, so that's something that's really special for Bamboo Airways today. And what a frustrating day it's been because I live in LA, so I just had to fly in from LA with Qantas. That flight got delayed and then the bags got delayed as well, so I only got 2 hours for transit, and I just had to do a COVID test as well, just behind me for $59, a rapid test. So now I'm just waiting for my result. Should come back within half an hour, and then I'll have 90 minutes left before I have to board a plane and fly to Ho Chi Minh. There are only two things that you need to enter Vietnam, so it's actually pretty straightforward. Just a RAT test before your flight, 20 hours before your flight, or a PCR 72 hours before. You don't need to be vaccinated, surprisingly, but obviously when you come back to Australia that will be a problem. And you will also need to fill in a health declaration form. The app looks like that. I can't find the link for that. I think you can only do it on the app. And I think you could only do that after you check in, because it actually asks for your COVID test result and your seat number on the plane. So I can't do that until I've checked in. So yeah, I'll do that after I've checked in, and obviously when I get my result back. That's Bamboo Airways right there, QH87, no logo, that's a bit sad. So Bamboo is a relatively new airline, definitely very new for Australia. So they actually just offered a status match for most airlines frequent flyers. With my Air New Zealand Gold, which is Star Alliance Gold, they actually offered me their first status, which is their highest status. So later I could actually skip that long queue in economy, jump straight to business class, even though I'm flying economy. Air New Zealand is also very busy. The borders are now partially open over there, unfortunately only for Kiwis and Australians. I'm not Australian, so I'm not allowed to go, unfortunately. So I just got my COVID test result back, so I can now check in with Bamboo Airways. So even though there was priority check-in, it took well over half an hour because everything was manual. So the staff were handwriting our boarding passes and bag tags, so the whole process was really slow. Despite how busy the check-in was, it was really nice to see that there was a Bamboo Airways manager who would go around and have a look at any passengers with special needs, and she would push their trolleys to the courtesy check-in counter to expedite their check-in. Anyway, check-in is now over, and I'm so happy that I don't need a visa for Vietnam. However, this is where the nightmare begins. Half of the e-gates didn't work, so I was stuck there for half an hour, and security was severely understaffed. I was there for over an hour. It's now 10:40. Our boarding time was 10:50. Departure time was 11:30. So the plane really should have left the gate. But on the board, it still says relax, don't go to the gate yet. So I'm just gonna go check it out anyway before I do all those duty-free shopping and check out the lounge. Yeah, and I also got assigned to an aisle seat, so I'm going to go to the gate and see if I could change it to a window. Probably not, because it's a very packed flight.
Flight QH87, please make your way immediately to gate number 36 as boarding is due to close. Thank you.
There's no way the plane is leaving now, like there's 100 people behind me at check-in, so most of them should be stuck at the security still. Hi, thank you. Sorry, is there a window seat by any chance?
Say that again.
Is there a window seat by any chance?
Because it was assigned pre-check-in. All the seats were assigned pre-check-in.
Right.
Yeah.
If you go on board and there's a window seat available, just ask.
I'll ask the security. No worries.
Thank you.
No, that's okay, thank you. Here's our gorgeous aircraft today. It's a 2-year-old Bamboo Airways Boeing 787-9. Victor November, Alpha 818. Hello.
Hành lý được đặt trong mong đường chờ chờ không có dây.
This is a 3-class 787. It's got business class, premium economy, and our economy. Sorry. So here's my assigned seat today, 43H aisle seat, and I've already asked permission from the crew that I could move to a window seat later after takeoff. So even though I boarded during the final boarding call stage, we didn't leave until another hour for people stuck at immigration and security to catch up.
First Bamboo Airways service from Sydney to Ho Chi Minh City, 1 hour Boeing 787 Dreamliner, flight number QH87. We're running a little bit late at the moment. I do apologize for that. This, as far as I understand, is due to some difficulties with the seating, and also we're just waiting for the last baggage to be loaded onto the aircraft before we can depart from Sydney. Flying time today is in the region of 7 hours and 50 minutes, and trying to get these out before. It's been smooth throughout the flight, however, might be a little bit bumpy in the beginning due to the weather conditions around Sydney, everyone.
We've now pushed back and left the boarding gate. You can hear the engines starting up. So after the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off, I moved myself to 60k, the second last row of this Dreamliner. Unfortunately, the cabin crew have locked our window shade. You can't make it brighter or any darker. Now it's a good time to go through the seat features. So you have a coat hook, an adjustable TV, you have a USB port, and headphone jack. You'll find literature items here. Tray table, you can open it doubling the size and move it back and forth. You'll find another seat pocket which is empty for your personal items. Legroom is pretty good, about 32 inches here, and every seat comes with a adjustable headrest which is quite comfortable. So there's definitely something that's imperfect with Bamboo Airways, but I guess because it's a new airline, so it's okay. So for example, there's in-flight entertainment, so you get movies and stuff, which I'll show you in a second, but no headphones were ever given out. And also with my status with Bamboo, I didn't really get much out of it. Like, I did get priority boarding and extra baggage allowance if I needed that, but I definitely didn't get my preferred seat selection. It wasn't even made available online. You can't manage my booking, you can't check in online, and also even at the airport the ground agents were unable to change the seats at all because the seats were all pre-assigned. So when you fly Bamboo Airways long haul in economy, you'll get a pillow and a blanket. Shortly after takeoff, the cabin crew handed out wet wipes and eye shades. So I just confirmed with the cabin crew, Bamboo Airways don't provide you with headphones when you fly in economy. You'll have to bring your own, and of course you have to make sure that it fit in the 2 pins that they have on the TV. But otherwise, Bamboo Airways does offer a very good selection of movies to choose from. For myself on this flight, I'm just going to watch my Netflix that I downloaded on my spare phone, and also going to continue reading my book, which I started over a year ago. After a few minutes, the cabin crew came back to give everybody a pack of pretzels, and then drinks followed maybe 10 minutes later. I don't know why they have to do pretzels and drinks separately. I thought they could easily combine them together. Pretzels are quite dry, so it's better to have the drinks along with it immediately. Anyway, I was really appreciative of how Bamboo Airways did a refreshment service before the meal service. It's a bit more formal and fancier.
No, we just serve the beer, not the wine.
Okay, thank you. So for drinks I opted for an orange juice. I was actually craving for a white wine, but they do only beer, no wine, so I just went for OJ with ice. I love how they serve it with ice. Not all airlines serve drinks with ice, especially in economy class. And now the cabin crew are finally serving us lunch. I can't wait, I'm so hungry. Sorry, I can't.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Seafood with fish and beef with potato.
The crew was so apologetic when she realised that I couldn't speak English when she was speaking Vietnamese to me, and that was quite funny. So here's my lunch, which I was really looking forward to. So I got the beef with potatoes option, and along with that we got a bread, fruits and a salad bowl. Overall it was a really good meal. The bread was boring and dry like you would expect in economy class. The salad was delicious. The beef with potatoes a little bit bland, but added some salt which turned out perfect, except maybe for the broccoli which looked a bit old and not inviting. So the most stressful thing ever just happened. So I was telling the two cabin crew that I wanted some water. So I said, a cup of water please. I said that like 10 times. They could not understand water. But then the inner me just refused to say water. So I just kept saying water, a cup of water, you know, drink water. And then they say, oh, water. I'm like, yeah, water. So there's about 4.5 hours left until we get a prior landing meal. So now I could lie down and relax, which was really nice. And I'm watching the screen in front of me, which is always more interesting than watching your own screen. Hello, welcome on board Bamboo Airways 787-9, economy class lavatory at the back of the aircraft. The size is pretty decent, got lots of space. You got a sister and a brother cook. The only thing though, there's no hand soap, which is weird. There are cups here, so if you want to brush your teeth, you can certainly do that. And this thing looks and smells good. Instant cup noodles, or some people might call it the 2-minute noodles, were available on demand throughout the flight, and quite a lot of passengers ordered one. I could see the cabin crew walking up and down the aisle with cup noodles countless of times. The cabin was eventually filled with the aroma of instant noodle flavors, and I could tell it was spicy.
I'm so sorry, we should have one choice. Pie with tea.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
So for dinner, I suppose there were 2 options as well, but because I was sitting at the very back of the plane, only the beef pie option was left. Very Aussie. And this time again, your meal comes with a bread roll, fruits and a pasta salad. Everything tasted alright, maybe except for the pasta salad. It was a bit off in my opinion. The beef pie, absolutely delicious, very flavourful and very beefy. To wrap up the meal service, the cabin crew came back to the aisle to give us another round of drinks. This time I went for a jasmine green. It was delicious, but my only slight criticism is that all the tea I got on this flight were just room temperature. They weren't hot. Nonetheless, I really enjoyed my 2 meals on board this Bamboo Airways flight. Really delicious and plentiful. So I just went to the lavatory to brush my teeth because I still have a relatively big night ahead in Ho Chi Minh, and I noticed how now there's a bottle of hand soap which wasn't there before. And then I went to the galley to ask for some water, and the cabin crew just gave me a bottle of water.
25, thereabouts, ready for traffic. service today. It's also tipped a pleasant journey from the airport to final destination, and thank you very much again for choosing to fly with Bamboo Airways on this, our first scheduled flight from Sydney to Oxford. Thank you and goodbye.
Upstairs are rest during confuses as soon as required. Suitable homes, the function of press and monitors view, and friend comes.
The cabin crew have finally unlocked our windows so we can see the outside, and now we're approaching Ho Chi Minh City, so let's quickly conclude our trip report with Bamboo Airways right here, right now. So our journey today started at the Sydney airport Bamboo Airways check-in. It took forever because they were manually checking each and every passenger. The staff, however, were really lovely and calming and apologetic about the delay, and I don't think people were really frustrated about the delay. However, people were frustrated about the delay at immigration and security because Sydney airport seemed to be a bit understaffed. Immigration took me half an hour and security took me over an hour. Eventually, when we got out of security, the flight was actually already due for departure, but it was still waiting for us because there were just too many of us, and most if not all international flights were severely delayed that day. Unfortunately, that seems to be the norm nowadays because travelling has picked up, and in some places it has even exceeded pre-COVID levels, and airports haven't really rehired the people that they got rid of during COVID, so resulting in long queues everywhere really. I've seen news articles from Sydney, Dublin and London how the lines are so ridiculously long that it's stretching out to outside the terminal. However, that has nothing to do with Bamboo Airways. I think the staff really did the best they could. Moving on board the 787, I found the seat to be really comfortable. It was in a 333 configuration, so not the best out there, but the leg room was about 32-33 inches, really quite plentiful and made up for the sit width. The cabin crew service was fantastic. They were always present, very attentive, and very good grooming as well, must I say. The food on board was really delicious. I like how it was a 2 full meal tray service with fruits, bread and salad, and also coffee and tea coming after. And also before the first meal service, there was a refreshment service with pretzels and drinks. In recent years, a lot of airlines have cut the refreshment service, some drink service, and making the tray smaller, so the bread has gone and sometimes even the fruits and salad. So I'm really glad Bamboo Airways, being a really new airline, has decided to keep them. So overall, it was a really good flight with Bamboo Airways. Great crew, great food and comfortable seat. The only small criticisms perhaps were that the crew have decided to lock the window dimming function throughout the whole flight. The tea wasn't really hot and there were no headphones available for economy class passengers, even though in-flight entertainment was made available, so bring your own headphone. Finally, for your information, today I paid $184.33 for this one-way journey from Sydney to Ho Chi Minh, and yes, 184 Australian dollars. That's really cheap, and it included 2 full meals, great service, in-flight entertainment, and 40 kilograms of baggage allowance. Yes, whopping 40 kg. So guys, thank you so much for watching this trip report. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this one. I do apologise for the slightly poor voiceover in this video. Normally I do my voiceover back in my Adelaide home with a proper microphone, but I'm currently stuck in Thailand, so I'm just using my earphone. I'm available on Instagram, Facebook and Snapchat if you want to keep in touch. Also, I have PayPal and Patreon if you're interested in supporting my channel financially. So again, thank you so much for watching. A Hanoi vlog is gonna follow after this video. I didn't really vlog in Ho Chi Minh because I was with my friend the whole time, but I vlogged a lot in Hanoi. So enjoy. See you next week. Bye.
tàu siêu Nhất. Giờ định cư lúc này là 17 giờ 15 phút với nhiệt độ bên ngoài một khoảng 30 độ C. Kính điều khách vẫn ngồi tại chỗ với dây an toàn cài chặt, không đứng lên lấy hành lý hoặc rời khỏi ghế cho đến khi máy bay vào đến sân độ, dừng hẳn và cơ trưởng tắt tín hiệu cài dây an toàn. Đề nghị quý khách không sử dụng điện thoại các thiết bị điện tử của lúc này. Cơ trưởng Lars, tiếp viên trưởng Cao Minh Khánh và phi hành đoàn chân thành cảm ơn quý khách đã bay cùng Bamboo Airways, hãng hàng không của siêu du khách. Chúng tôi thật lòng quý khách về sự đã chậm của chuyến bay, rất mong những sự thông cảm của quý khách. Trân trọng cảm ơn và hẹn gặp lại quý khách. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the city. We just arrived on the International Road. It's now past 5 p.m. and outside temperature is about 30 degrees Celsius. Please remain seated with the belt fastened until the aircraft completely stops and contacts with all the passengers outside. Don't use mobile phone and device and headset at this moment. Captain Lars, cabin manager Calvin Khan, and all crew members would like to thank you for flying with Bamboo Airways, the last responsibility. And once again, we do apologize for the delay of this flight and hope to receive your understanding. Thank you, and see you again soon.
Nó làm bằng cái gì vậy mà nó làm nó bay?
Good trip.
Thank you.
Cảm ơn ạ, chúc đi vui vẻ ạ.
Thank you, enjoy your day in Sài Gòn. Xin chào. Thank you. Cảm ơn you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And one thing is very important. Now as you can see the tower, that's the relics tower. Relics tower. And when it's not now. Hello everyone. Can you get on it? And direct to number 5. Okay? This way, please. Đây là người ta gọi là cổng tam quan. Tại sao lại là tam quan? Okay, I can see. Is that it? But from the Vietnam, right now the Chinese character for Vietnam is old character.
看什么东西？蛋饺。
就这个 other table 可以搞那个 strangers。对呀，就在你旁边呀。别的照片都在旁边。
So which one are we gonna go? Number one? Just pouring water.
I'm claustrophobic if it's too close to me.
I'm sure I'm not doing this place. I think it will move even without me. Do you want one?
No, I'm good.
On the inside, it's fine. King Kong is a movie. It's a Hollywood movie.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good as well. Hi. I'm trying to go to the other
my
side.
grandpa had a name.
You have to
Saint?
move. No, you have to move to the middle immediately. I'm too tiny.
But she has
Yeah.
the same.
Maybe you could ask her, aren't you scared? But I don't think there's network here.
Yeah. There was water.
Really over dramatic, I think.
Yeah, I see webs here.
For a person who travels,
You don't know Jurassic Park?
I do.
Get a
come
picture
on,
of
you're
her.
bullying.
Yeah.
Wait, please.
Oh yeah.
On her homepage.
On my homepage?
Yeah, of your YouTube channel. It's so good. A photo. Yeah.
A cover
yeah.
photo.
Perfect. Yeah. Look.
It was for women.
Imagine he's like this.
No.
Gay.
What?
Wait. 3, 2.
That's so cool. Where? Oh.
He's not coming.
So why did you travel here?
Look at the photo I took.
I love this area. It's like a Vietnamese road.
Exercise, like a gym. Afternoon today.
Too much.
Tired.
You're quite busy today.
Her determination. Oh, somebody who sells fruits on the way?
Yeah. Guys, look at the view though.
Let's go up.
Không phải là tôi đi được, tôi đi được ở trường này đúng không? Bedroom on there.
It's been a really good day. Met some lovely people, went to beautiful places, but now I just can't wait to jump onto my bed and order food like room service. Yep. Can I please get a chicken curry?
They've got claws that are insane and pretty scary. And on top of that, that really muscly tail, they can use that to like smack sort of situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.